The most powerful nutrition advice ever. If I could tell you one thing to do, this is what I would tell you to do because it has a tremendous impact on your health. And most people don't appreciate this tool in health. What is that most powerful nutrition advice? Eat more fiber. Adding 20 grams improves blood sugar, inflammation, and disease risk significantly. You can't afford not to do this. Eating more fiber might sound boring, but this advice dramatically transforms people's health. I call it the magic carbohydrate. Now, it's different than other carbs because it's not digestible. It gets through your whole system without being broken down. And it is extremely low in calories and very good at making you feel satisfied. The more fiber you eat, the less cravings you'll have, and the better you will control your weight. Fiber doesn't break down into sugar as most carbohydrates do, and it keeps you full and helps everything go good if you're trying to lose weight. So what are the health benefits? How about steadier blood sugar, improved overall nutrition, lowers inflammation and C-reactive protein, the lab test for inflammation, reduces LDL, the bad cholesterol, and very significantly, it feeds the gut microbiomes. It is a prebiotic. And let me just review what happens. When you eat lots of fiber, it gets down through the small intestines and into the colon because it's non-digestible. In your colon, you have pounds of bacteria that are growing, and they feast on that fiber and produce something called short-chain fatty acids. Now, that is tremendous for your overall health and the health of your intestinal tract. We need these short-chain fatty acids. The problem in America is we don't eat enough fiber. So there's nothing that gets down to your colon bacteria, and they end up dying off. And that causes lots of other diseases and health problems. So what about when you eat fiber and it makes you feel worse? Sometimes fiber is something you've got to ease into rather than just doubling your intake. If you have problems taking in fiber, it might mean that you have irritable bowel syndrome or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, or a sensitivity to these non-digestible carbs. So in that case, you want to focus on healing your gut first. And if you want to check out a great program for that, the 5R program is one of the best at healing the guts up. It helps to start with well-cooked vegetables that are nutrient dense, and then ease up from there. But work with your 7 Systems practitioner for a custom plan if you have problems. The path forward for everyone is getting more fiber in your diet. So what do we do in America? Our goal is 35 grams of fiber a day or more. That's the goal. And the average American, 17 would be a high for what average Americans do. So we need to double that. Aim at 15 grams per meal and you will hit your goal. Now I'm going to give you 3 simple ways to hit that goal. Strategy number 1, double non-starchy vegetables. Now the starchy vegetables would be things like potatoes. Non-starchy would be broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, cauliflower, spinach, kale. All of those are great. And look at, there's 5 grams of carbs in each of those things. I want you to think of cup servings of vegetables too, instead of half cups. More vegetables is going to get you more fiber, and if you add 2 servings or 2 cups of vegetables to a meal, you're going to make some tremendous improvement at increasing your fiber intake. Strategy number 2, sneak fiber into meals. So the vegetables are great. They're one of the best sources for fiber, but avocados have 5 in a half a serving. Berries have 4 in a half. Chia seeds, a teaspoon of chia seeds has 5 grams. Well, that's an easy one. I make up a shake that I have early in the day, and I put a big teaspoon of chia seeds in, I've automatically got 5 grams right there. Beans, very high in fiber, 5 to 9 grams in just half a cup. And each of these things are things that you should have in your diet regularly anyway. They're pretty easy to work into your program and get that extra 20 grams of protein. Strategy number 3, use other sources for fiber. Nuts and seeds, 2 to 3 grams. Fruits, 2 to 3 grams in half a cup. Starchy vegetables do have fiber too, 3 to 5 grams. And whole grains also have good sources of fiber. And ideally, your diet should be a mixture of each of those food categories. Your body likes them all. A final thought, you don't have to be perfect and do everything I've just mentioned, but it would be good if you're moving in the right direction, eating more vegetables, eating more fruits, grains, and seeds. Set a goal and work toward it. Fiber helps you feel full and nourished and balanced. Don't aim for perfection, but aim for making improvements in your fiber intake. Build your meals around fiber, and you'll get to enjoying this and see significant health benefits. Let me wrap it up with some action steps. It helps to know where you are at with your fiber intake. So I want to encourage you to measure your fiber intake for one day, just to see where you're at. Follow the 7 systems plan and fix your 7 systems, and fiber is a very important part of that. And if you're following our eating plan, you're getting your 35 plus grams in a day. And use these 3 strategies that I've just mentioned to increase your fiber intake. And if you want the whole program on things you can do to change your health and improve the function of each of your 7 systems, check out the 7 systems plan at one of your practitioner offices or at 7systemsplan.com.